Shalom. I'm going to give call Allah Al Yahweh Shemal Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who continuously nourish us through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemal Shai. Salutations, peace, and blessing to you, sincere brothers out there. Alright, I'm just going to jump into these scriptures. Had a quick little lesson. This is Isaiah 58 and 1. Cry out loud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins. So us crying is us, speaking against this society and speaking against the abominable acts that are done in throughout the whole globe. So it was told, that's a commandment for us to cry out, man. Unless, and the only way you're not going to cry out is if you're for the society and for Esau's rule to continue, like various groups that claim to be Israelites, but they're not living up to the standard of a true man of the Lord, which is bringing out the 100% truth, man, and not being bought or not pushing their own agenda, man. A lot of these cats have their own agenda that is contrary to the agenda that the Heavenly Father have prescribed for us to be off of, man. You know, in us crying out, it's mainly on the streets, in the chief place of concourse, but just us doing sit downs and videos is us crying too, man, because we're still edifying, we're still pushing the prophecies, we're still bringing out the word of the Heavenly Father, man, and we're still speaking against the society. Okay. This is Proverbs Proverbs 21 and 13. Whoso stoppeth his ear at the cry of the poor, which is us. We're the poor, man. We're the meek. We're the poor. Aaron Ratazar would be of that number, that 144,000. But it tells us in Revelations that Revelations 2 and 9. I know thy works in poverty, but thou art rich, man. Because we're impoverished, man. We're not. We live from check to check. We struggle to get by. But those things are put in place to build character, man, to build austerity, man, to build a disdain for this society, for this world, man. Because if we was living pleasurably in this world, then we wouldn't care for the ways and the things that please the Lord, man. We'll be trying to please ourselves, man. Okay, so that's why we're poor, because that builds character. All right, I'm gonna start this over again. This is Proverbs 21 and 13. Whoso stoppeth his ear at the cry of the poor, he also shall cry himself, but shall not be heard. Yeah, so when you're hearing this word of the Heavenly Father, and you're stopping your ears, like, no, don't preach that to us, man. That's just like Isaiah 30, was it 30 and 10 or 30 and 9? They prophesied to us smooth things. That's them stopping their ear because they don't want to hear the words of the Heavenly Father, man. They don't want to get right, man. They want to stay ignorant, man. They want to stay willingly ignorant, man, which is going to lead to their destruction, man. Okay. Then I want to go into Proverbs, the first chapter, man, because this brings it all the way home. I'm gonna start a little up, just to seal the whole point. This is Proverbs 1 and 20. Wisdom crieth without; she uttereth her voice in the streets, and wisdom walks with those that fear the Heavenly Father, man. It tells you the beginning fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, So the beginning of being wise is fearing the Heavenly Father, and then when you fear the Heavenly Father, you're gonna stay continuously reading up on what it is that you're commanded to do, and what it is that pleases Him. And then when you hit those highways and hedges, or you do these epistles, these modern days epistles, which is these sit downs, then you're gonna cry out wise, wisdom, man. You're gonna cry out the words of the Heavenly Father, which is wisdom. Okay. Wisdom crieth without; she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates, in the city. She uttereth her words, saying. So yeah. This is talking about crying without in the streets. Verse 22. How long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge? So, yeah, how long will you simple niggas refuse the hand of the Lord and love to dally in that simplicity that is, has captivated the world, the globe, man? Esau's got you guys brainwashed into sports and fashions and doing what you will. The Aleister Crowley mode. You guys are simple, man. I mean, that's none of that shit is gonna benefit you in the end, man. All that is vanity, man. All that is vanity, and that's gonna ultimately bring you to your demise, man, which is the thermonuclear destruction or whatever else plague or famine or death that you're gonna face. You know, uh, it said, "In the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge." Man, they hate the knowledge of the Heavenly Father, man, because that's the only knowledge that there is that is beneficial to an Israelite, man. Is knowing the Heavenly Father, man, because it tells you wisdom of this world is foolishness to the Most High, man. Okay, verse 23. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. And the Heavenly Father pouring His Spirit out is once again through His prophets, man, through the spiritual men that are set up by Yahweh Shem Shai to go out in the highways and hedges to do these modern day epistles and give you the word, man, 100% raw, uncut, you know, not holding no punches, man, giving it to you straight lace, man, no chase. All right. Verse 24. Because I have called and ye have refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. Yeah, I mean, like it says, let's say the spirit, I forget how it goes. It says you hear that voice saying go this way or that way, and that's the spirit talking to you. Then it's the parable of the seeds, man. You catch the word and then you get offended, or the word gets choked out of you, and that's you not regarding, man. That's you regarding your flesh over the spirit, verse 25. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. Right there, bang. That brings it back to the Proverbs 21, the one I read a second ago. Boom. Proverbs 21:13. Whoso stoppeth his ear at the cry of the poor, he also shall cry himself, but shall not be heard. You're not gonna be heard, man, because the brothers is gonna be laughing at you niggas, man. We're gonna be laughing at your calamity, man. We're gonna be mocking you as you guys mocked us, not ignorantly mocked us, thinking that we were foolish, thinking that we were bugged out, thinking that whatever you was thinking, man, because it tells you in Ezekiel 33. You know how Salak, I don't want to butcher it. Let me just grab it real quick. Ezekiel 33:30. Also, thou son of man, the children of thy people sit still are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the houses, and speak one to another, every one to his brother, saying, Come, I pray you, and hear what is the word that cometh forth from the Lord. And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them. For with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness. And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song, as one that hath a pleasant voice and can play well on an instrument. For they hear thy words, but they do them not. And when this comes to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them. Yeah, so when their calamity comes in this word is and now they're actually the word is resurfacing in their brain, like, oh, those men out there that was wearing those dresses and that were had those beards and they were all steering, that were yelling, and and they was on fire. Those are the men that they was telling us what we were supposed to do to get right, but we didn't listen. Now they're gonna be searching, and when they come crying that bullshit, guess what? Brothers is gonna laugh at them, man. We're gonna mock them like they mocked us, man. And if the time and hour is put on us to, at that time and hour, if it's put on us to put you to death, that's exactly what's gonna happen, man. You're gonna get put to death, man. And it's commissioned by the Heavenly Father. Reading on verse 27, when your fear cometh as desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. And that's when that famine of the word's gonna hit, man. They're gonna be looking for brothers, man. They're gonna be looking to try to get some oil, man. But then the scripture tell you, go to the sellers and buy some oil. And that's Nate, Satan, and all them other niggas that their oil is not gonna be profitable to nothing, because the Heavenly Father is not dealing with that madness that they're pushing, man. Okay, in those church houses, man, the Heavenly Father's not dealing with that. Verse 29, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord, they would none of my counsel. They desired all my reproof. Oh, they despised Salak. They despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices, which is doing what you will, smoking weed, just being reckless, committing crimes, whatever these niggas do on a daily basis, whatever these niggas' lives are consumed with, that's what's gonna judge them in that day and time, man. That's what's gonna be. You're gonna either get a reward or you're gonna get a punishment, man. Okay. And the reward is to those that live according to the Heavenly Father, live upright and righteously. You know what I'm saying? Verse 32: for the turning away of the sinner shall slay them, and the posterity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearken unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from the fear of evil. Yeah, so, man, continue to fear the Lord, man. Continue to do what it is that's required of you to make your calling of election sure, man. Push this word.